Hi and welcome back. Halloween is just around the corner, which means it's time to start planning your movie marathon.
And now the Halloween decorations are coming to life.
Come on, Sid. That's just not something that happens.
If you're looking for the best Halloween movies to watch this year, look no further than this list. So grab some popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready to be scared. Number 10. Dark Harvest. In 1963, a group of teenagers from a small town in northern North America eagerly await their confrontation with October Boy, who wields a sharp butcher knife. The encounter with this mythical alter ego is the only chance they have to leave their town with nothing better to do than go home. Dark Harvest has been released September 9 on Prime Video. Number 9. Mr. Harrigan's Phone. An adolescent who lives in the middle of a town, Craig finds Mr. Harrigan, an elderly recluse. The two build a strong bond over a shared love for books and the utilization of an iOS device, but when Mr. Harrigan dies, Craig realizes that not everything that the undead have vanished from existence. He ends up communicating with his friend from the grave using the iOS device that was buried with him. Mr. Harrigan's Phone will be released October 5 on Netflix.
A person shouldn't call out unless they want an answer.
Number 8. Old People. A woman travels home with her 2 children for her sister's wedding, but ends up leaving her family to defend herself against pensioners with bloodlust. Old People will be released October 7 on Netflix.
A man or a beast.
Number 7. Hellraiser. Frank Cotton, an ambitious youngster, a careful salesman, buys a seemingly ordinary black box in a bazaar which, in reality, hides dark powers. The box allows Frank's entrance to the world to strange creatures from another universe who kill Frank and disappear via this black box. 20 years later, Frank's brother moves back home with his family. There, they find an unusually ugly land creature that, to the surprise of all, turns out to be Frank himself. Hellraiser will be released October 7 on Netflix.
All for us. What is it you pray for?
Number 6. Deadstream. We see one internet celebrity who is in the doldrums of popularity, so he decides to do a live broadcast away from home, disclosing what his evening looks like in the most haunted house in the United States. However, it becomes apparent that his stream is a risk that leads to his own death. Deadstream will be released October 6 on Spectrum TV.
I don't want to be remembered as a douchebag. Somebody help me!
Number 5. The Curse of Bridge Hollow. If Halloween decorations throughout your property and town suddenly came to life, what would a teenage girl do? By doing something irrationally, a 13-year-old girl accidentally released an ancient and malicious spirit that jumps onto Halloween-themed decorations. She now needs to save her home with her family's reluctant. The Curse of Bridge Hollow will be released October 14 on Netflix.
Joe! What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? I am so sorry. But baby, I know.
Number 4. Halloween Ends. Laurie has been living with her granddaughter Allison Fours years after the events of Halloween Kills and is finishing writing a memoir. Michael Myers hasn't been seen since. Laurie, after allowing the specter of Michael to determine and drive her reality for decades, has decided to free herself from fear and rage and to embrace life. When Corey Cunningham is suspected of killing a child he was babysitting, it triggers a chain of events in Las Vegas that ultimately lead to Laurie's final decision to confront the evil she can't control. Halloween Ends will be released October 14 on Peacock.
You came here to kill me, so do it.
Number 3. VHS 99. VHS 99 displays 5 enhanced gory horror films at the start of the millennium, as described in Shredding. In this film, a bratty punk rock band breaks into the ruins of an abandoned art collective building where a preceding band succumbed to a tragic misstep a couple of years ago. A person takes part in a hazing ritual for a sorority and suicide bid that soon exceeds the supernatural. Next, in Ozzy's dungeon, a sleazy TV host is compelled to take part in an obstacles gauntlet inspired by his own show, which brought about the permanent disfigurement of a former contestant. In The Gawkers, a group of voyeuristic teenagers comes to understand the sinister truth behind their hometown's cute girl next door. Finally, Into Hell and Back, two filmmakers inviting to document a summoning ritual on the eve of Ituk are transported to a hellish dimension where a sacred being pleads with them to escape their tormenting demon gods. V's 99 will be released October 20 on Shudder. Number 2. Fall. Emotionally scarred rock climber Becky makes the step to confront her fears after submersible Becky drowns in a sea of grief 51 weeks after the life-altering incident in which she was injured. Becky and her thrill-seeking friend Hunter stop by the scene of Becky's former lover's death, where they take a short climb to a dismantled 2,000-foot B-67 tower, a wild, dizzying construction made of wind, beaten metal and collapsing rivets in the middle of the desert. If the actual barrier doesn't go according to plan, the girls will need to call on all of their courage to get themselves out of danger or perish trying. All has a 6.4 rating in IMDb on HBO Max.
If anyone called 911, we'd be here by now.
What is it that Dan used to say?
If you're scared of dying, don't be afraid to live.
Number 1. Surrogate. Rose celebrates her 9th birthday before heading to bed. She asks her mother, Natalie, if they can check up at midnight for monsters. Natalie tells her there is nothing of the sort, which of course means more to Rose than a scare from her Uncle Will. As she leaves the former clinic, she has a brief encounter with a mentally ill woman who will be there when the gas pump is opened. She finds her again when the pump is working and has to try to rescue her when she has drunk everything. After this, she experiences symptoms that appear to refer to a pregnancy, even waking with blood in the midsection as though she had given birth, but with no baby to be present. Surrogate has a 7.2 rating in IMDb and a 100% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Said quack, 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 but none of the little ducks came back.
Where's my daughter?
Do you like this video? Check others' videos here and subscribe to be notified about our most recent videos. See you next time. Goodbye.